Hello everybody, welcome back to the overhead view. I've only done this once before when I read the Before the Farmer book, and I'm doing it again because I want to show off some of the unique things that the very talented Stardew Valley community have created. Over the years I've gathered quite a few things, and maybe if you have someone in your life that also loves Stardew Valley, you could find something that they like, maybe a gift for birthdays or Christmas or whatever else you may have. So the first thing I want to show off is probably one of the coolest things I own, the Stardew Chill vinyl album. And I'm very excited to show this because it is getting reprinted. You can buy it again. It was a very limited time thing when I bought it about a year ago, but they're doing a reprint. Apparently it was popular enough, and this is super cool. If you've ever heard any of the lo-fi songs that I play on my channel quite a bit, this is what that's from. The music itself was made by DJ Cutman and Coffee Date, and I think they did a fantastic job. Just as a heads up, I will link where to get everything in the description, so check that if you see anything you like. Kind of in the same vein, I also have a cassette tape, and you may ask, oh, do you have a cassette player? No. But does that stop me? No, it doesn't. So this is actually from the Yeti, and I believe there's 4 of these. This is the spring one, I want to say, and each one will just have a couple of songs from that season of Stardew Valley. Now it is still in the wrapping. Will I ever take it out? Probably not, and maybe someday I'll collect them all. I love having old stuff like that. So this next one's more of an independent work. I have 2 Krobuses. These were 3D printed by James Jam Art on Etsy. They made a post on Reddit and I had to know where to get them. You can paint these yourself, so it makes for a fun little activity, although the pink one, it's struggling a bit. We could say that. It'll definitely have to be repainted. We never even got to the bottom, so yeah, someday we'll get to that. But he also has a bunch of other stuff. I believe he has Junimos. I saw a UFO Kirby on there as well, so definitely go check his stuff out. A lot of the rest of the stuff is pretty much all going to be from Fangamer. It was all gifted to me, so I didn't get it myself. Fangamer is pretty much the place to get any niche fandom stuff. So this, first of all, is a sticker sheet, just a bunch of different people, and the very cool thing that I like about it, I'm trying to show it at an angle where it doesn't get the glare. All of the artists for each individual sticker are mentioned with their name pointing at the sticker that they made. Very neat. I think if I were to have to pick a favorite, first of all, I do love the purple shorts, just a fun little small sticker. I think that's the Crimson Fish. I'm a big fan of those stickers that's like, it's a reference to something, but you can't really tell. Like I have that same rule for my tattoos. This is supposed to be a reference to the Magnus Archives, and it's the eye. I want to get more. I want to get like an umbrella for Adventure Zone under it, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, very cool. And you can see that there was this Stardrop Saloon one made by John K. This was also put onto a drink coaster. Very neat. The drink coaster did come also with a cup. You can kind of see what it says. It says Stardrop Saloon Food and Spirits. Very neat. Works like a charm. I made a couple of milkshakes in this bad boy. Sturdy. I'll give it that. Very high quality glass. I also have another beverage holder. Just a water bottle. Says Pelican's Town from Stardew Valley. That's all. Just has the little graphic. Other than that, it's a completely normal water bottle. This water that's in it is probably a couple months old. All of this was given to me by old name, Your Pal Rao on YouTube, one of my oldest friends. So I went over this before in a previous video. If you want, this is a book, and if you want to see the whole thing, I did read out the entire thing in a previous video that I did like this. But for the people who didn't, just as a quick look, there is like a fake cover for it. It's got a small version of the art, and if you open it up, it's got a larger version. I do like the hardcover though. Very neat. This was made by Chihiro Sakaida and Concerned Ape. I don't know to what extent he was involved. I don't know if he did some of the writing or if he just kind of signed off on it, but it's very neat, very high quality paper. The ink isn't actually black, it's like a dark brown, which is really neat, and you can kind of see like what everyone was doing before you came to the valley. This is you as a child on the farm. Let's see, this is you working at Joja. Kind of goes through the story beats. A few stories from just before you come to the valley. Oh yeah, and you basically see like the year before. And they're all in the community center, disgruntled, and you can kind of just see like how people stopped going to the community center. Joja moved in, and I believe there's one line from Elliot in the game where he says he moved in just like a year ago, and so you don't actually see him a lot in the book, which is interesting. They actually really paid attention to all the little lines. That book comes with this letter. This is, if you don't recognize it, the letter from Grandpa that you open at the very beginning of the game. I haven't opened it, and I was almost thinking like, oh, I'll open it on the video and it'll kind of be a little thing, but I'm so afraid of ripping the envelope. Inside, I'll show on screen what it has. There's a letter, the letter that you get from your grandpa, and also a picture. And I'll credit whoever drew that picture. I'm not sure because I haven't opened it, but I want to get this shadow boxed. I think that'd be really neat. And so I'm trying to keep this letter in pristine condition. So sorry about not opening it on screen. I do have one last thing, definitely the most extravagant of everything I'm showing here. The Stardew Valley board game. First of all, this thing is an absolute unit. It does not even fit on screen. It's pretty expensive. It's $70, made by Concerned Ape himself and Cole Medeiros, who I assume designs board games. I personally don't 100% enjoy it, but it's very cool to have, I will say. You can play it one player if you like, or multiplayer. It's cooperative, but if you are setting it up, keep in mind it will take like at least an hour and a half to 2 hours for your first setup, because you have to pop out all of the pieces. Let me show you those pieces, in fact. If I get the board itself out of the way here. Look at all of these game pieces. There's 4 of them in each of these, and that's not it. If I peel away one more layer, you can see all the cards that also have to be popped out. There's little pieces in these bags. There's a lot to the game, so be prepared for that your first time setting it up, just as a warning. But yeah, if you're into cooperative board games, you might like it. It's a little slow paced for my liking, is all. I think there's not enough strategy to it, personally, but to each their own. Definitely very cool. I believe this is getting sold again. It was a limited time thing, but apparently it was popular enough that they wanted to bring it back. Or, you know, Concerned Ape's just that kind of guy. If people want something, he'll make more of it. Anyway, that pretty much does it. Hopefully, maybe you found something that you like. Maybe you just wanted to see some of the cool stuff that the community has done. We are so lucky to have such a talented community with mods, videos, art, products, essentially. So I was very excited to show all of this off to you. Anyways, that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and good night.